Sorry, the Stream Deck died when I touched it. You know, as products do. I was like, unmute, and I just started talking. And I looked, the thing didn't unmute, and I was like, huh. And then the Stream Deck was like, ah. Huh? It's just quality, just a quality product. Just a good quality product. Morning. I have a timer in here that doesn't need to be on. Or an alarm, rather. I'm gonna delete it. Because it went off right as I was about to hit the button. And I was like... What was that? I don't remember what that was reminding me to do. Something. I don't... Anyway, morning everybody. I got something new to try this morning. And I don't know what it's gonna be like. But I'm excited to give it a shot. This is Jimmy Dean's ham, egg, and cheese sourdough. So I've had so many different, like, you know, frozen, microwavable Jimmy Dean sandwich things over the years. Usually biscuits or croissants or whatever, but this is sourdough, and I'm like, I'm intrigued, but the more bread you add into a microwave, the more suspect I get. I'm like, so let's see here. It's not bad. It's really juicy, which is a weird word to describe a breakfast sandwich. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The juiciness is not coming from the bread, by the way. The juiciness is coming from, like, the egg and the ham. But that was my first thought when I bit into it. I was like, this sandwich is very moist. It's pretty good. I am having a hard time discerning which part is chewy because it's sourdough and which part is chewy because I microwaved bread. Because, like, sourdough is a tough bread anyway. But I'm like, is it this tough? Ooh, those crusts are hard. Like, to get through. Yeah, those crusts are chewy. Whoa. It's not awful. It's not awful. Ms. Lively says, you need a toaster oven. That's how we heat it. Yeah, I mean, and I didn't look at the box. I just pulled one out because the freezer's full. There probably are toaster oven instructions. And we have a toaster oven. But when the stream starts in like 3 minutes, then you're like, microwave. And maybe it'll come out better in the toaster oven. It's not terrible. Ham's not my first choice. For for like a I like ham, but it's not my choice. It's not my first choice for a breakfast thing. You know, if I get a say in the matter, I generally choose sausage. I probably like bacon just as much. Probably. No asking the important questions. Are the eggs firm? The eggs are firm. Yeah, it's all right. I have a whole box of them, so I'm going to be working through them. Yeah, I don't normally do ham for breakfast. I grew up eating like bacon, egg, and cheese. Or sausage, egg, and cheese. I feel like I ate... Actually, thinking back on it, I feel like when I was a kid, I ate almost exclusively... Like, if we go to, like, a fast food place for breakfast or whatever... and actually, I have memories of my mom making these homemade at home, too. Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. I don't feel like I ate sausage until I was older. That's weird. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know. Yeah, I ate bacon, egg, and cheese when I was when I was a kid. And then at some point, I guess I started eating sausage. I bet I started eating sausage because of my dad. I bet that's why. Anyway. Now that's over. It's so chewy. It goes. Hi, buddy. Now we can chat. I had to get some food in me. You may recall on Thursday I didn't actually eat anything. Because I was sitting up here getting the stream ready, and then he sat down, and I didn't have the heart to move him, so I just didn't eat anything. It's like, let's just eat after the stream. I know folks want to know how Mal's doing. She's doing good. How good? We went for almost a mile-long walk yesterday. And that's crazy. And, like, I'm being very cautious not to let her overdo it. And the only reason I'm burpy. The only reason I've allowed this to happen is because, she's been making progress every day. Because she has to walk. That's required. And when we would go for our walks, we would try to go like one house further. And, at some point, it's like, well, instead of going one house further, you could just, instead of like turning around and coming back, you could just go around the block. And a few days ago, she was like, I think I could just go around the block. And I'm like, okay, it's like, it's considerably further than what we've been doing. It's not like we are halfway and, this is just a little bit further. It's like, that's a lot. And she's like, no, I think I'm good. And I was like, okay. So that was a few days ago. And when we did that, she was tired after, but she wasn't hurting or anything. But she was like, okay, I'm ready to like get back on the couch and relax. And since then, we have just been doing that, but like a little bit more. So Yeah, it's yeah, Jess. Yeah, she messaged Taz and says she wasn't as fast as she used to be. And it's like, yeah, no crap. You're recovering. I think, but again, this is the thing. Mao had surgery less than 2 weeks ago. Like, tomorrow makes 2 weeks. So the fact that she had this surgery and is now doing this well is very astounding to me. She's also, you know, she's been reading a lot of other people's accounts of what she had done, and it really runs the gamut on terms of like how long recovery can take. But it is absolutely a situation where Mao is on like the fastest end of recovery, and I think it may just be a testament to Tiny Eddie's products.
They're nutritious and delicious. Tiny Eddie's salty and mint messy donuts.
I really think it was the salty and mint messy donuts that she ate before, and no, it's a test. I think it's a testament to her surgeon, to be honest. I mean that, and then also I guess Mao's will, but like she had a really good surgeon, and I'm guessing that has made some sort of like huge difference, because it's been astounding. Although her surgeon was also kind of surprised, because she did the post-op telehealth appointment, and he was like, "How do you feel?" And Mao was like, "I feel really great." And he's like, "Really great?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's good." So anyway, there are a lot of alerts. I should read alerts, but I will continue to tell you about how Mel's doing. That was 1,000 bits from Trademark 13. It says, cooking a French toast casserole right now. Ooh, wish I could give you a mouse some. Let's see if Tiny Eddie could give you something good. Salty and mint messy donuts. Salty and mint. It's not the worst combination. Seems like it would sting. We get a sub from Kelly 1056. Welcome. Also a sub from Tiger Dan 101. Welcome. And a sub from Epixon. Welcome. And a sub from Rivas. Welcome. Lots of new folks. 38 months from Hi Ryu. 11 months at Tier 2. Gold Toast from Radio Dread. 38 months from Chrissy G. 30 months from Galactic Remix. 17 months from Bourbon Dodongo. 5 months from Yoshi Kid 18. 20 months from Adrian Kell. 26 months from Mr. Game Boy 18, 19 months from Summer Essentia, 14 months from Ant Don, 32 months from Hugplex, 36 months from Harm NTG. Clapping continues as we go to 12 months from Safrina 13. Congrats on the 3 and the 1, respectively. You're out. You just happy to have a lap? Okay. 30 months from Vomicadia 25, 13 months from Rob Cafes, 13 months from Houdini Cat 31. Konosuga gifted a sub to Ambly Moo. It's a fun name. 29 months from Konosuga. We had a subscription from Phantasmabri. Welcome. 300 bits from Therlude, who says, I was going to ask you to never describe bread like that ever again, but I got auto-modded like 3 times writing this, so now I'm concerned about your bread description. And a clown. Automod is a wonderful fantasy land. You never know what Automod is going to be like. That's not okay. And what Automod is going to be like, yeah, that's good. Bring that in. More of that. It is commonly a source of endless humor to the mods. Endless humor. We have in the Discord, we have a mod chat. And anytime Automod does something bizarre, it gets posted about. It's like, why did Automod decide that this was not appropriate? Or, Automod, don't you think you should have caught this? It's entertaining. Doesn't always work as intended, but it's entertaining. 17 months from Action Cat 7. 20 months from Charlemagne. 300 from Summer Central says, Morning, Grandpa. I've recently started getting treatment for my feet, which have been hurting for a long, long time now. And while I'm not better quite yet, I'm hoping that soon I'll be able to walk short distances without awful pain. I mean, that's fantastic. Do your best to get the help you need to not live a life of pain. I think it's a good takeaway just in general, but I think it rings even more true as of late, seeing, Mal get the help that she needed. I want everyone to get the help that they need, basically. So, if there's been something that has been bothering you, I sincerely hope that you can find a path forward, talking to whoever is appropriate to talk to in order to get help that you need. And that's fantastic. Excellent. Oh, what is this?
They're nutritious and delicious. Tiny Eddie's Extra Crispy Bronze Squares.
I feel like we've had a bronze square before, but this is like extra crispy version. That's a bitch from Casadesi says, no message, Tiny Eddie is just my favorite. I've decided that bronze squares is just a very vague way of saying butterscotch. How about that? Butterscotch. Like a butterscotch brownie. Extra crispy butterscotch brownie. And if you think about it that way, then that's fine. I'm fine with that. As opposed to being made with actual bronze. Extra crispy butterscotch. Yeah, that sounds good. What are you looking at? What? He's a funny cat. 38 months from Micro X Roses. 15 months from Maya the Siren 182. 10 months from Azor Ash. 22 months from Item Crafting Live. I did it. Got through the alert. That was fast. That was fast. I kind of boom 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 boom. I went right through. I tried to grab onto something that wasn't there. That's a good discussion question. I Spy Moose asks, are you an edge piece or a gooey centerpiece person? Ooh. I think maybe, so I like both. And I think if I could choose any part of the brownie tray, I would choose an edge piece, but not a corner piece. Because I like that crisp, but I also like that gooey. So I don't want a full corner, because that's a lot of crisp. But I'll take an edge, so I get both, because I can start at the gooey side and I can work my way, and then as I get to the end, it starts getting a little crispy. Now I just want brownies. Yeah, I always got concerned about people that are like, oh, I really want the gooey, because like in a typical brownie tray, like in a 8x8 pan, like that's 9 brownies. And that means there's one centerpiece. So like, if you and some friends are going to enjoy that, only one person can get that centerpiece, like, I don't know. And I guess if you cut just along the edge, like if you, instead of making them all equal size, you cut just along the edge to just get the edge out of the way, then the center would be bigger. But that seems insane.
From our Montana prairies to your doorstep, Tiny Eddie's Young Ribeye Wafers.
And here I thought we were going to have a normal Eddie morning. 1,000 bits from Leaf. It says, Tiny Eddie, I'm in dire need of a snack. What you got for me? Young Ribeye Wafers. Coffee. I talked about this like a few weeks ago, but I had prime rib chips. My mom had bought me, she saw them at the store and she's like, I know you like trying like weird, different things. So I picked these up so you could give them a shot. And I was like, okay. And they were prime rib flavored potato chips. They were at Kroger. I think they were like Kroger brand. And they were really good. I'm not a big steak person, but they tasted exactly like steak, exactly like prime rib. And it was, I mean, it's not something I would get all the time, you know, but like they were good. So I'm just, you know, I'm imagining that flavor applied to a wafer, and I'm like, you know, it's weird. It's a savory thing and not sweet, but yeah, that would work. You can make that work. There's been far worse Tiny Yeti suggestions. Yeah, I don't know how other people feel about that sort of thing, but I'm someone who gets really excited by the prospect of brands doing weird flavor combinations and stuff. They're like, hey, we decided we're gonna make chips and they're gonna taste, we added these 3 combinations that no one would ever want, and somehow we shipped them. Like, I love that. I think that that's fun. And almost never am I like attached to them. I never like have them and I'm like, oh, these are my favorite chips. I'm like, neat, and then I'm done with them. But I just like trying new stuff like that. Especially because I'm always blown away by what is possible. Anyway. Let me read a few more things. A few more things came in. We get 100 bits from Casadicia. Thank you. 300 bits from Zatsy says, yesterday was my booster jab. Yay! Also, someone got stabbed at the grocery store while I was leaving. That was less yay. I'd call it a long story, but I just don't have all the details. That is less yay. That is less yay. That can be, you know, a little alarming. So I hope that person is okay. We have stabbings here, so I might be slightly desensitized to just that word. But I sincerely hope that everyone's all right and they find the person who did the stabbing and punish them accordingly. Because you don't want to feel unsafe going to the grocery store. That's where you buy your beans. No one should ever feel unsafe buying beans. Also, on Casadicia's Cheers says, my boyfriend is the one that bought Mal's recent painting and it should finally be in today. Nice! Nice. It's a good one. It's a real good one. Like, you'll like it. Akala is one of my favorite. I say it about all of Mal's paintings. It's bad because I mean it every time I say it. I mean it every time I say it. But seriously, like, you want to know why Akala is special to me? Akala is special to me for a few reasons. One of the reasons is that it was during a time where Mal was working very hard to get ahead because she knew surgery was coming up. So she you know, because I've said it before, but she finished both that piece and the next piece, like, before Extra Life. So she had to work really far ahead, and she has done that over the course of several months to, like, really, you know, get there. But the other reason, and the reason that's more special to me, and that I will remember about Akala, is that usually when Mal does a painting, there's at least one part that she gets stuck on. And she's a great painter, and she's been doing this for a long time, but she always gets stuck on something. There will be a part where she goes, she'll work at it, and she'll go, you know, that's not quite right. And then she'll redo something, she'll change something in some way. And Akala is one of her best paintings that she had no troubles at all. She never got caught up on anything. She just did it. And I think that was the most astounding thing for me is that, you know, I constantly come in and I'm checking on, you know, how she's doing, where she's at in the process. And, yeah, it was just really cool to realize, you know, throughout the piece to be like, oh, you didn't get caught on this, that, or the other, you know? It's just really cool. It's just really cool. Mr. Deathkill says, no rocks to paint, baby. Yeah, and I mean, she's actually gotten to the point now where that's no longer even a struggle for her. For the longest time, that was her big weak point for a few years, was like, oh God, there's going to be rocks. She actually would change compositions up to either do something that didn't focus so much on rocks or put rocks in the background, because like she struggled with painting rocks so much, and now like not even a problem. Like that does not affect how she decides what to paint anymore. But yeah, that's one of the cool things about that Akala painting, is that like she just kind of sat down and conquered it. It was not a problem. She didn't get stuck on anything. She was just like, she just did it, and she realized that at the end too. There's sound effects that come out of the screen. My God. Anyway, it's good painting. 38 months from Squid Baconator. 400 bits from Houdini Cat, who just says, hashtag Team Mao. Thank you all for being on Team Mao. It's a good team to be on. It makes her feel good. It makes me feel great. It's nice that so many folks have been very supportive of her medical journey. And actually, there's a few, on that note, there's a few new vlogs already out. I released some yesterday. There's a cat hair. It's out of the, I don't know where it is. It's out of the corner of my eye. Did I get it? I think I got it. There's been a cat hair like on my face somewhere, and I can see it out of my peripheral vision. I think I finally got it. It's been driving me nuts. Kepler is a fuzzy boy. I released a few vlogs yesterday that continue our little story. There's one coming out today, and it is finally our explanation of like the full story of surgery. How surgery went, what they found inside of Mao, the entire procedure that occurred. So if you've been watching the vlogs, cool. There's more to watch. If you haven't, I would urge you to watch today's, which is the 6th, the November 6th. Yeah, November 6th, because that just explains everything. And I think it'll probably go down as being like one of the more important vlogs in the history of the channel. So I hope that folks get a chance to check it out. But that'll be coming out at whatever time I set it to. 3 p.m. Eastern, unless I release it sooner. If I get a bunch more vlogs done, maybe I'll release it sooner. I don't know. Thanks, Jules. Thanks for pizza. Shout out to Jules for inventing pizza. It's really nice. Really nice of him to do that. Where were we? 21 months from Back in Red. 31 months from Sir Danny 01. 2 months from Jin Paragon. 300 bits from Aldo, who says, speaking of potato chips, I recently found chips that advertise being made of vegetables, and I have to wonder what they think a potato is. I think I've seen those. Well, I don't know if I've had... No, I've seen them, but I haven't tried them. I've seen the vegetable chips. I have tried they're not chips. Like, they're not cut into chip shapes, but they're like straws? When I say straws, it makes you think of drinking straws, but they're like cylindrical... Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Veggie straws. Yeah, I've tried those, and they're fine. They're not what I want. But they're fine. I think I think having an assortment of products like that is good because, for one, you might just genuinely enjoy them, and then also there are so many ways to eat better. And I don't know what the calorical information for veggie straws is, but I'm sure it's better than like wavy Lays or whatever. So it's good that these products exist, but I haven't tried the vegetable chips. A lot of times I try this stuff at my parents' house because I'll go over there, and my mom also likes to pick up stuff that's just like different, new, just to try it. So sometimes I'll be over there, and Mom, I say sometimes as if this doesn't happen like literally every time I'm at my parents' house. My mom will reach under the cabinet and say, "You gotta try this. You gotta try this." And it's like a bag of some other thing like I've never seen before. She's like, "You gotta try it. They just had this. This is new. You gotta try this." And I'm like, okay. So I'll try. I'll be like, "That's weird. Isn't it weird? It's weird." I'm like, "Yeah, it's weird." Me and my parents live in a 90s sitcom, by the way. 300 bits from Satsy, who says, they did catch the guy. Oh, okay, good. While I was there eating a sandwich, there was a crowd of teens who saw what happened and made sure everyone stayed on scene. Well, before cops arrived and they dispersed fast. The stabbed was fine. He was so full of adrenaline, he was running around mad for a while before the shock hit. Well, it looks like there is a happy end. I mean, it's not... The beginning's not happy because someone got stabbed, but at least there's a happy ending to all that. Why is my heart will go on here? It's fine. I don't have any recollection of Carlos covering this. Thanks to Carlos for inventing boats. Jules invented pizza, and Carlos invented boats. Fun fact, Jules invented pizza on a Carlos boat. You know what makes this funnier? Last breakfast stream I was talking about Celine Dion. I wish I would have known this song was in here. I would have played it when I was doing that discussion. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Anyway. We got 13 months from R to the A to the NDA. Thank you. Appreciate it. The man says, does that mean you invented cameras? I wish. But no. I'm not old enough for that. Even Grandpa Steven's not old enough for that. Cameras have been around for like forever. But I'm willing to say that pizza and boats are relatively new. But like, yeah, boats have been around for 20 years. Before then, real difficult to get around. Boats were invented in the year 2001. 2002. We'll say 2002. That gives Carlos a little time to work on it. How old was Carlos then? Like, I don't know, 2, 3? That's old enough. It's fine. That's fine. Was he 5? I don't know. Just before then, all those docs are just sitting around hoping someone would invent something useful for them. I'm just imagining for hundreds of years they're building docks and they're like, what are these for? I'm like, I don't know, maybe someday we'll have something to put here. What? Don't know. We'll come up with something. Oh no.
The worst way to start your day, Tiny Eddie's Light Seagull Sliders.
Oh. That was a bit from Soul CP Chan. Stephen, give fictional drink to this Tiny Eddie product. What helps the seagull slider go down? I don't know, something strong. Like, don't worry, I'll invent an alcoholic beverage for you. Whiskey? Absinthe? And an entire can of crushed tomatoes. That that right there will help that go down. The poor seagull. Not everybody's got seagulls, but we got seagulls here. You don't really see them day to day unless you're like real close to the beach. But if you go down to the beach, we got them. We got a ton of them. You okay? God, you're out. He's napping. I'm gonna give you guys cat tags. That's normally a Mal thing, but he's being real sweet. Yeah, you're being sweet. You gonna close your eyes again? You want to keep your eyes open? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take his photo after I burp loudly. What you looking at? Oh, that's a good one too. Okay, I took 2. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. You can play either one of these or both. He is a good cat. Yeah, you can have 2 as a treat. Now he's covering his little eyes again. He said it's too bright. He's been really good. I mean, he's just a good cat in general, but he's been spending a lot of time with Mal. You know, he's been just relaxing on the couch. He'll curl up next to her feet, her legs. Just been spending a lot of time down there, which is really nice. And I actually have not been working up here a ton. And he hasn't been up here very much as a result. What? What are you doing, cat? He had his face down, he has his paw over his eyes, and he starts just rubbing his face. And it's like he needed to, like, whenever cats are like washing their face, they'll lick their paw and then rub their face. But he hadn't licked his paw. So he was just like rubbing, and he did that like 10 times before finally he was like, oh yeah, and then licked, and I was like, it's like he forgot the first part. You do it, you forgot. You forgot what part that you were on. You were on the rubbing part, but you forgot the licking part. He's a good boy. Yeah, like half grooming. Just sort of didn't remember the whole process. You got there. You did good. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. Mal did tell. I want to tell you, Mal did tell me that she would like to make an appearance on Breakfast Stream this morning, in person. And you know, I checked with her last night, and I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm feeling good, and you know, I'll show up at the end." And I was like, "Okay." So around 10, maybe she has an alarm set, because I think she went back to sleep. But she said that she wanted to get up at 10, and she said that she would get up. So in about 20 minutes, I'll go help, because it's still a process. Like, I have to help her get dressed, and I'll have to help her up the stairs. But I mean, she is doing good. She's doing really well. Like, she really is. If the girl can walk a mile, she'll probably be all right to come up the stairs for just a little bit. So yeah, she's not ready to be on stream for long periods of time, because she does get tired. But I think at some point And I don't know when the time frame is. It'll be completely up to her. I think at some point she'll probably be okay to be on breakfast stream again. And it'll be a while before she can be on game streams because that's so much more time. But breakfast stream is relatively short comparatively, so at some point we'll get there, and then eventually she'll be back. But that's fine because I got plenty more Skyrim to play. I'm gonna be doing more Skyrim. Yeah. Let's go ahead and run beans. Buddy, I can't read. Can you hit the button for me? Could you do that? Is that something you could accomplish? Probably not. Okay, well I'm gonna lean forward and hit this button, okay? You did it. I mean, you didn't do it, but you moved in such a way where I could get to it. You did your part. Thank you. Special thank you to all of our Patreon producers. You can learn more at patreon.com/StephenGeorge. And of course, Mal also has Patreon. If you want some behind-the-scenes painting stuff to see what Mal's working on. I'm just going to say you rolled the beans. You basically did it. If we got a Stream Deck, or if we wired up a button, like just one big button, we could probably teach you to hit it. His eyes are completely closed, and then he opened one. He was like... He's doing great. Oh, man. Look at them gift subs. Lone Sandslash with 5 milk bombs to Nilla Thunder, Nixu, Devens, Latpren, and Veneterfile. Sandslash, thank you. Healthy dose of calcium this morning. We also had 12-month resub from Don Weiss 23. Thank you, Don. And congrats on turning your pluses into a number. We also had 6 months from Mrs. Lively 1993 and 26 months from Lugo 44. Thank you. Appreciate it. Speaking of the stream from Friday, if you missed it, I am, because I got into a time machine and I went back in time. I am playing Skyrim again. It's a wild experience to play a game that you haven't touched in 7.5 years. But it's great. It's actually been very fun. So join me on Friday, because I'm going to continue to play through it. We're only playing, or we're trying very hard to only play new quests, because since the game came out, there's new content that's been added. So that's what we're trying to focus on. So even if you've watched the original Skyrim Let's Play, or you're familiar with Skyrim and you haven't played it in a few years, all the content that we're showing off is new. Or trying to. So I had fun with it on Friday, and I'm looking forward to continuing that on Friday. Probably do that for. It might take just a few weeks, possibly, to show off everything I want to show off. So, yeah. You can use console commands to get some stuff like shouts. Maybe. Or I might. Here's a question I can't recall. Do you have to do the first shout thing? Like, you have to go talk to the Greybeards? Like, you have to do that one to unlock the ability to get the other shouts, right? Like, you can't just go get random shout. Like, you have to get... No? Really? Okay. I thought for sure that you had to, like, go get Fusroda before you had the ability to, like, learn the other shouts. But I guess maybe not. Okay. You have to talk to them to get off... okay. Oh, you have... Oh, okay. You do have to do the dragon fight. Okay. Alright. So maybe we'll do that. You know, I I don't really want to abuse console commands if I don't like have to. Although there is some stuff that like we might end up doing that, because like one of the quests is tied to a specific level or something, and it's like a later, it's like in your, I think it's like you're in your 40s, and I don't think we'll naturally get to level 40 something. You know, that's probably not going to happen. So we might have to do some level up stuff for that. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you know, maybe there's some other stuff we could do. I don't know. We may not need console commands for Little Breckfleck because we will be going to Solstheim. So we may just find him and just see him there and be like, yeah, come with us. And we are going to use console commands to get Faendal back, because Faendal's gone. I don't know what happened to him. I didn't kill him, which means he's not dead. And I do remember a bug, and this is from a million years ago, that sometimes followers would get lost, related to being hit by giants. And he did get hit by giants, so like he might be in Riverwood. It's possible. But we might just make a new one anyway. I was talking to the mods, and I was like, what'll happen is we're gonna make a new one, and then we're gonna go to Riverwood, and he's gonna be there, and then it's gonna be like that Spider-Man gif where they're just pointing at each other. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's totally fine. I would be completely okay with that scenario. Sounds like comedy to me. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs. Milk Bombs 2, Bee Loving Horses 1, Red Eyes Storm, and Asian Pets Lover. Vegetable Sorbet, thank you. Appreciate that. We also have 2 months from Meebles127. Appreciate it. Thank you both. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super strict on the console command stuff, because I'm most interested. There's 2 goals in playing Skyrim again. Goal 1 is show off things that are new. Goal 2 is to have fun and create memorable entertainment and comedy. And like those are really the goals. And however we form that is how we form that. So I'm not necessarily adhering strictly to, any specific rule set, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm also planning on having Dan cut these in a different way than we typically do content, and it's probably going to be cut up a lot more. And I'm excited. Because I've wanted to try that for a while, and I think that this is actually a good situation to try it, because there's a lot of downtime in a game like Skyrim with a lot of traveling and stuff like that, a lot of repetitive stuff, and it'll be interesting for one to try it as a concept for the channel, and it'll also be I'm interested to let Dan do that, because Dan's never cut something like that, so he's going to have way more freedom to do something like this than he has before. So we're going to be focusing on showing off stuff that's never been seen before, but also hitting on comedy, kind of like some combination of like Let's Play highlight thing. It'll be interesting. It'll be like watching. I think it'll be like watching multiple memorable moments in a row. Is kind of how I envision it. I think it'll be more entertaining, to be honest. So we'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And Space Vixen says, makes sense for a series like Skyrim, which already has 100% LP on the channel. That's kind of why we want to try that. Just because, like, there is so much Skyrim content that we've already done. If people want to watch literally every moment of someone play Skyrim, I have done that. So to show off the additional content, we thought that this would be a good workaround. And if people want to watch the streams are going to be archived, you know, so they can, you know, they'll be archived forever. You know, if people want to watch the full thing. So I'm excited for that. And I think Dan's going to be really excited to do that too. Is it bath time? What are you doing? Am I stinky? I would take a picture of this, but yeah, I was going to say, by the time we get my camera, you're going to stop doing that. Cats open their mouth in order to smell better. Like if they're picking up a scent, and the scent is very strong, or they need like extra sniffing ability, they'll open their mouth. But it's always funny because when they're done, they'll look up at you, their mouths are like, and he's smelling me! And I'm like, that's rude. That's rude. I do need a shower. I was going to take a shower after the stream. Are you just letting me know that now? He's a good boy. We had 37 months from Septiled. Thank you, Septiled. Lunar Pearl says, we call it processing. I mean, that's basically what it is. You got somewhere more important to be? I think it got too warm. It is a little warm. I turned the heat up too, because it's starting to get cold. I mean, it's obviously colder in other places in the U.S. and the world, but it's been getting cold here in a way that we're not super happy about. It's still pretty warm. We've had cold days. It's probably a better way of putting it. High today is still 68, so that's still pretty high. But we've also had a few days where the high was in the mid-50s, which is considerably different. And some of the nights are getting cold. Yeah, I'm well aware that it's colder in other places. We live in the southeast. Carly, Mal's sister, just had snow. I was like, did she send a picture? Carly has a dog. We've never met the dog because, and it's sad because they've had the dog for a while, but that's how long it's been since we've like been to Minnesota and actually seen everybody. But she sent a picture of the dog, whose name is Sadie, like outside trancing in the trampsing? No. Trampsing? What is the word? Trampsing? What is that word? There's prancing. Trouncing? Traipsing. Is it traipsing? It's traipsing. It's traipsing. Hold on. Having a language moment. Traipse. Walk or move wearily or reluctantly. It's traipse. So what was it I said? Trancing is something you would do at like a club. There's so many words that are actually very similar, because there's traipsing, trancing, trot. That's another trotting. There's a lot. I hear movement. Are you awake down there?
Savor the fresh-baked goodness of Tiny Eddie's Party Cloud Twins.
That's a bit from Amaranth that says, my dad has a dog named Sadie too. Does your dad feed Sadie Party Cloud Twins? And if so, what are those? Yeah, I was talking about Sadie. Car dog Sadie. I was mentioning that there was snow. They had some snow. Do you need any... Well, you're going to get assistance coming up the stairs. Were you able to get dressed? She's dressing herself. She had surgery less than 2 weeks ago. I'm blown away by how well she's been doing. We had 6 months from Simmer 44. Thank you. You aren't allowed up the stairs by yourself. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Are you getting like a beverage? Is that what you're doing? Okay. I think she's getting a drink or something. I'll help her up the stairs. She has gotten extremely... I mean, like... Some things are inevitable, right? Because she's getting better. Like, one of the things that she's able to do is get up and down from the couch and the bed on her own now. For a while, she could get back into the bed or back onto the couch, but she couldn't get up. So, like, I would help her go to the bathroom, and then she could get back onto the couch herself. But if she needed to go to the bathroom, she needed help getting up. That's not a thing anymore. Now she can just get up. I'll still help her if I'm... okay, so here's the thing. I'll always help her. It's just a matter of if she just does it. That's really what it comes down to. Is I always want to be like, let me help you, let me help you. And sometimes, you know, she just does it. And I'm like, okay. You know, I can't stop her. But she really is doing fine. Like, she's allowed. Yes, correct, Becca. If she lets me help, that's what it really is. If she allows me to help her. But yeah, the fact that she can like get up and down now is, I mean, it's good. It's really good, and she's continuing to get her walks in. She still has the breathing thing that you saw probably on the vlog. She still does that multiple times a day. She's actually got her lungs back up to just about where they wanted her to have it. And for some people that takes like a month, and she's nearly there. And it's been, 2 weeks. So she's doing really good. Her recovery's going really well. And again, like on the scale of the speed of recovery for what she had done, she's really on the fast end. So, I mean, hopefully that just continues to be good. That being said, when she had her telehealth appointment, her doctor did say she should really continue to, to try and take it easy for like 8 weeks, which basically puts us right into New Year's. So once we get into 2022, Mal should be able to relax a lot more. So yeah, I'm super happy about it. Super happy with her. Yeah. You ready for help? Okay. Shortly. I saw someone ask earlier, I'm only just now getting around to it. Someone had asked if we're still on the 3-hour cycle. We are. We are. That's been hard for me. I wish I could say that I've adjusted to that, but I really honestly have not. There's been a lot of days where I have been sleeping extraordinary amounts, just because I'm just so tired. I need more rest, I guess. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to adjust. I think that's kind of been one of the things I've been admitting to myself. Is like, I don't know that I'm going to adjust to it. Bunny Brand says, what 3-hour cycle? So since Mal got out of surgery, so just about 2 weeks ago, Mal needs medication every 3 hours. She gets pain meds every 3 hours to make sure that she doesn't have any pain, or it keeps her pain to a super low minimum. And that's rough. That's a little rough because it means, you know, you can't possibly sleep more than 3 hours at a time. So we're getting our sleep at nighttime, which is good, because when we were in Atlanta, I was just kind of sleeping whenever. We are sleeping at nighttime, but I can't get enough rest. It's kind of weird. Like there's been multiple days in a row where, you know, we'll get to bed somewhere between midnight and like 2, and that might sound late, but at a certain point, if we normally would go to bed at midnight anyway, and at a certain point, if you're closing in on 2, she gets meds then anyway. So I'm like, so sometimes we'll just stay up and do whatever, give her her meds, and then go to bed. But I'll sleep for like 12 hours. But I'm not sleeping 12 hours. I think that's the hard part. You know, it's like it's not actually 12 hours. It's 2.5 hours, and then I get up, and then I just do that over and over again. So it's playing with my head. All right, Mal's ready to get help. Give me a sec here. Touch metal. Hold on. Got it? Be careful.
On my hair. Hi, everyone. This is very hot. Can I have that? Thank you. I just need to do this.
Sure.
These glasses are super dirty. Hi, everyone.
She's here. She's here. Cinepus says, you look great. That's how I feel every day. I'm like, how are you doing this well? How?
I don't know.
I just don't get it. Anyway, 3 Bits of Action Cat says, hi Mal, hope you're doing good, and oof, I feel the sitting on my hair thing.
It's just the end of my ponytail is so long.
I mean, this is the longest your hair's ever been, right? So, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Again, it's been surprising. It's been very, very surprising to see how well Mal has done. Actually, last night before bed, Mal was reading me some accounts from other people that have had the same extent of surgery that you have had. And there are people that have been twice as long on, you know, like 3 or 4 weeks, and like they still can't get out of bed. And that seems like that should be more of the norm. Yeah,
I don't know why I got lucky.
I don't either.
There's a few factors I suspect, but...
Yeah, and like one of the things I was talking about earlier is I feel like level of expertise of your surgeon probably had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But it has been genuinely surprising because before you go through something like this, like you read literature, and even like they even give you literature, and it like talks about like, you know, this is how long this will take, and this is how long this will take, and Mao has like very consistently like destroyed every single one of those expectations, and it's just been very odd, you know. But I'm happy. I'm just really surprised because I was like, you're not going to be able to do this for this long, and then Mao was like, actually, I think I will. So.
Satsy says, how is pain right now? It's there, but it's fine. Like, it's mostly just discomfort. I'm not used to sitting like this, so.
Yeah, this couch is probably more uncomfortable than how we have your
setup downstairs.
Setup for downstairs, so it's a little different. Yeah. Wait 29 months from Everchanger. Thank you. Appreciate it. You want to tell them what you've been up to?
I've been sitting on the couch and going for walks.
I mean, yes.
I beat Cap Quest on the Switch, and it was cute.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Little King Story, and that's a game I've wanted to play because it's by Yoshiro Kimura, who did Tulip, and I've really wanted to play it, so I've been playing that.
Yeah. And it's been interesting. It's unique.
It is unique. It's definitely by the same guy.
Yeah, it has a lot of the same humor in it. It's been interesting to watch you play
like
some
Pikmin,
of it.
right?
It has certainly some elements of Pikmin in it, but not as good. Not as good.
Not as polished, I would say.
And it came out years after Pikmin, so like it's fine. It's a unique little experience. No one is going to go out of their way to play Little King Story on a whim. You're going to play Little King Story because you enjoyed Tulip or you enjoyed some other game that Kimura worked on. That would be my take on it. You're not going to be like, oh, it's a Wednesday and I'm going to play this Wii game from 15 years ago or whatever. Like, you're just not going to do that. But Mal wanted to play it, so yeah, it has quirks. I think I'll put it that way. Watching you play it, I've been like, oh, this game has quirks.
Yeah, it does.
But I think Mal's going to end up pushing through it and playing it anyway because it's just something that she wants to experience. So, yeah. Anyway, we have 300 bits from Septiled, who says, hashtag Team Mal all the way. So glad you've been able to get better. Made my heart soar to the moon. I helped my mom after a surgery last year. That was a challenge itself. So I hope your recovery goes quite smoothly. Well, so far it has. Maybe this sounds bad, but I keep waiting for, like, a difficulty. You know what I mean?
Last night, I didn't sleep super great, and I was, like, I had trouble falling asleep because I was so uncomfortable and I was hurting. Mm-hmm. And this morning, I'm not feeling super great either, but...
Yeah, I mean, we have, we have... Thanks, Thomas. We have slowly lowered Mal's pain meds.
Yeah.
But where we are now, we're probably going to stick to it for a while because, you know, we want to, you know, slowly get Mal off of pain medication, but we also don't want Mal to have pain.
Yeah.
So, we're in a good spot right now, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Mal's not on any prescription stuff. Everything is over the counter, so it's just a matter of letting it play out, continuing to heal, and then when you feel comfortable, we'll lower it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And, you know, here's my take. Yeah, you're probably going to be on ibuprofen for a few weeks.
Yeah.
But you know what? You were also on ibuprofen for a few years.
Yeah.
So what does it matter? You know, Mal could only exist with heating pads and ibuprofen for the last 2 years. Like, she would have, you know, that was the only way
now
that she...
it's heating pads and ice.
Yeah, you know, so, like, it's fine. It's fine. But we'll get there eventually. Mal has went from, I mean, you got off the Oxy completely.
Yeah.
And you were only on that for, like, 4 days.
I mean, I was on stronger stuff when I was in the hospital.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But they also had just done, like,
they're not going to send me
surgery.
home with that.
And then Mal went from 3,200 milligrams of ibuprofen a day now to 2,400. So she's lowered her dosage by a quarter. And I think we're probably going to sit at this one for a while because I think she needs that much. But you know, we'll play it by ear. Probably
Really looking forward to, like, next month.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know, I don't know if you knew this, did you know Thanksgiving is next week?
I do know, yes.
Is that nuts?
Yes.
It feels like Thanksgiving not Thanksgiving, November just got here.
Yeah.
And now Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is next week.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Crazy. I think that Mal will be ready to have some of that food.
Yeah, I have to be careful.
You'll have to be...
My concern is how much butter is in it.
Yeah.
Not so much, like... Everything is super soft anyway, so it's not like things are a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to avoid spicy, fried, and things that are, like, hard to digest.
Yeah.
But
So, no, you can't eat any chewing gum.
I'm not going to eat any chewing gum.
So, yeah, we're planning on doing, Thanksgiving. But Mal's going to have to be very careful in what just little tiny servings of things.
Like a tablespoon of each.
Yeah. But you should be able to still, taste it. And then, the other thing is you're probably going to be able to sit at the table long enough to eat, and then you're probably going to want to be back on the couch.
Yeah.
And so it's not going to be like the most enjoyable Thanksgiving, but it'll be fine.
Spinach Wrap asked if it was dairy specifically. No, there's just so much butter in everything at Thanksgiving that on a normal Thanksgiving it doesn't agree with me so much. So
just be careful and you'll be okay.
yeah.
We had 5 gift subs from Roxas Prowers to Silver Knight Ford, Fur 1001, or maybe Furlul, Hazel, or Hazel, Hazel.
No, is that
Pass me one of those hazelnuts. Hazel Shade 12, Man in the Hat, and Willow Wisp. Roxas, thank you for those milk bombs. The Leaf 473 gifted a sub to Scrumphed. We had 5-month resub from Takwa. And 300 bits from Trademark 13. It says, love hearing that the recovery is going better than expected. May the recovery continue to be as quick. Thank you. It's, again, it surprised me even in Atlanta, though, because, like, Mal went from a shuffle
yeah.
to a relatively normal stride
Yeah.
in about, like, 24 to 48 hours. And, like, you're still walking slow, but it wasn't like you were shuffling around.
Yeah.
You know, I when we were doing the walks, I got a clip of that in the vlog.
Yeah, the one that's out already.
And I wanted to capture that because it was so... and that's one of the great things about doing, like, a daily vlog is that you get to retain the stuff almost like a journal. Because when it's all said and done, recovery is over, you're not going to remember all of that stuff very, very well. But by getting a clip of that, it's a reminder of like what was happening, you know.
Yeah.
Every few hours, it's like, gotta wake up Mao, gotta give her pills. We have to do a little tiny 5-minute shuffle around the apartment. So like, capturing that stuff, it's like, yeah, it shows the audience what is happening, but it's, for me, it's almost just like a personal record, so we can each remember what was going on, which is nice.
Yeah.
I just like being able to have that. Anyway.
My tea is still too hot, and I am sad.
What kind of tea did you get?
White tea.
White tea. Oh, is that the tea that,
No.
Oh.
That involved opening a package, and this
Okay.
was just a little envelope.
Okay. Well, I still haven't tried that. We have so much tea. But, yeah, Muhammad had sent in some tea, and I wanted to try it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been working my way through the Colorado black tea, because I instinctively am drawn to black tea, so I've been working on that. Anyway, probably go ahead and wrap up.
Okay.
So you can get back downstairs and relax. We'll probably take a little walk.
Yeah.
If you're up for it, while it's
Sunny.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that's been so upsetting, is that the daylight is gone at like 5:30.
But the temperature is good. I'm not overheating outside.
Yeah, the temperature's good.
That's the best
I just
part.
hate that it's like, oh, it's 5:40? Well, it's dark and you can't walk anymore. I'm like, I like it better when the light is until 8 p.m. Jaceful asked when the deadline for Fan Favorites 2021 was. I mean, the deadline is technically going to be like probably 2 weeks, a week or two into 2022. So you have a bit. I'll try and remember to remind people about that in December. And is disc only eligible? No.
I would say no.
I would say no, because it's not. I don't make it. It's not something that I'm just
You're just
on
in
it.
it,
I'm
yeah.
just in it. I just, once a month I show up on a call and I say some funny words and then I leave. So,
Satsy asked if Kepi is spending time with me. He is. I have this blanket that I don't pull out very often because I really, really like it. And I know he will destroy it because he loves the blanket as well.
it's true.
So I've had the blanket out, and he's been on it, making biscuits and destroying it. But then he's on me, and he's here with me while I'm recovering.
Yeah.
So it's really the perfect time to use it.
You can also always get a new blanket.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to keep things nice, but to a certain extent, if you don't use a thing, you never get a chance to actually enjoy it. So it's,
Did you tell
it's
him
fine.
about how he was upset about the cat in the backyard yesterday?
No.
He wanted to protect the house. Oh, he was not happy.
I haven't seen him. I don't think I've ever seen him be quite like that. He went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
There was a it was a kitten, actually, because Mao was on the couch and Mao couldn't see. But Mao called me. She's like, "Steven, you need to get down here." And I was like, "Okay." So I came downstairs.
Kepler had hissed. And the way we have the couches set up right now, so I can be comfortable, he jumped over the seat part of one and then ran around, and his tail was real puffy, and then went back by the door.
So I went down there, and it was dark, so I turned the light on so I could see outside. And there was just this little...
It was probably 5 months old, 6 months
This
old.
little kitten out there, just, could just probably see the light coming in from the back door. I wanted to go,
Just take a look.
take a look. And it was a cute little kitty. It was gray with
White boots, you
white
said?
boots. And Kepler was like, what is this?
Get out of my yard.
Get out of my yard. And I was like, oh, buddy, you need to calm down. But yeah, he was like super on edge for a
He
while.
wanted to look out all the windows and
like the curtains were already shut, and he kept going from like the back door to a curtain, and then he was like pawing at the curtain and looking at me like, open this curtain. So then I opened up the curtain, and then he would like look out the window. Then he'd go to the next window, pull out the curtain, and look at me like, open the window, open the window. I was like, okay. And, like, the cat's gone, like, not even out there. So then I had to try and distract him. And I was like, buddy, come into the kitchen. He's like, okay, yeah. So I would give him a little treat, and finally he calmed down. But yeah, I think it's just alarming. It's not the fact that it's a kitten. I think it's just the fact that there's a cat at all. There's never any cats around.
Yeah. A lot of our...
Ever.
Can I have a tissue?
Yep.
A lot of our neighbors do let their cats out, but they don't really come into our yard, but we see them out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just never sees cats.
Yeah.
So for him to see a cat, it's very much like, what is this? What is going on? I think it's also, it's interesting to remember that, like, Kepler's only interaction with other cats was when he was real young at the shelter.
Yeah.
And then spending his life with Sagan, and then the few times he's gotten a chance to interact with Rocco.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Like, when as a human, you interact with other humans all the time. But when you are an animal, especially if you're an indoor-only animal, like, you don't, you don't get a lot of interaction. So it's, when you see something, you're like, what is going on over there? So it's really different. It's really a different experience. All right, let me think about things that there is to announce today. It's a Tuesday. A Way Out continues on YouTube. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but there are a few new vlogs out. There is one coming out today, and I recommend it. I highly recommend it because it tells the full story of mouth surgery and the extent of the damage inside, and it also, part of that vlog is also talking about how the surgery went from, like, you as a patient, as a person, being able to interact with the surgeon and his personal nurse in, like, their bedside manner, and it's nice. It's just, they were really great people, basically. So I want folks to, see that if they can.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a really important vlog. What else? That's it.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like,
Maybe next week I'll start editing my November painting video in small little bits, like sit down for 20 minutes, edit. Alright, maybe tomorrow I'll do another 20 minutes.
yeah. You got options.
Yeah.
Is there still first 20 stuff? Yes. Yeah. We won't be doing first 20 for a while. I'll be honest, I'm not sure when I'll do first 20 next. Might have a few weeks. And when I do it, I might do it from the couch.
That gets delivered today, by the way.
It's supposed to arrive Thursday.
Thought it said today when I checked Informed Delivery. Have you guys heard of Informed Delivery? It's great. I love it. You get an email every morning and it's like, these are the things that are arriving from the Postal Service. Josh, good morning!
Morning, Josh.
Pickletron says, have you had company over? Steven's parents have come over, and because coughing would be awful for me right now, like, they've worn a mask. My mom's youngest sister, because she's middle child of 13, was in town, and she came over Friday and also wore a mask for me. So,
Hi, bud.
we've had some people over. Hi, Kepler.
Just out of frame.
Yeah, you're just out of frame, but you're super cute.
Just out of frame. We have all sorts of folks here. Because Emil is here. Now Josh is here.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone see Chaz is here? Chaz is here?
Chaz is here.
Chaz is here.
He told me last night he would be.
Wow.
When we played Unite.
Wow. Chaz is, who's that? Thomas was here for a little bit. I don't know if he's still around. Kepler, do you need something, bud? It's fine. I didn't want to be on camera anyway. You stand right there.
Right there, on the piece of paper.
It's fine. Would you like a Tiny Eddie snack, buddy?
Put on your helmet and enjoy Tiny Eddie's volcano carrot and steak rounds.
You really can't eat them without a helmet. Elspeth from Leaf says, don't forget the Tiny Eddie is here. I will feed you volcano... What is... Volcano... So, not carrots from a volcano, just a volcano carrot. It's a special carrot. They're shaped like a volcano.
You need the helmet so you don't get hit by a rock coming out of the volcano.
Oh, God. So the carrot is a volcano?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works? And steak. And steak. Leaf, thank you. We also had 38 months from Skit Scott. And 300 bits from Action Cat says, it's Keppy's breakfast stream now. It seems that way.
Keppy?
Did you not get enough? I gave you breakfast, bud. You should be fine. He's like, it's been 2 hours. Josh says, little Kep.
Little Kep.
Oh, man. I miss all my friends. I miss Josh. I miss Emil. I can't wait until the next time I see them. I have a vague idea of when that may be. Looking forward to it. It'll be great. Do you want something, kitty cat?
Yeah, he does.
He's fine. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up. We're going to take a little walk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to finally get a shower. That is not a toy. That is a napkin. I used that to wipe my mouth from the Jimmy Deans. Kep's like, take a walk, get a shower, and then back
I'm gonna sit.
You're gonna sit?
I'm gonna sit.
Maybe get a little bit further in Little King's story.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming over. Oh, you're coming over because you're not done playing with that napkin. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. I wish you well. Check out that vlog when it drops. Maybe I'll just release that vlog early.
Okay. Do it.
I'll just release the vlog early. Because there's some people that are like, if you release it early, I'll watch it. I need something to watch. I'd be like, okay, I can release it. And we will see y'all on Thursday then.
I probably won't be in breakfast stream for the whole thing again. It's hard to sit here.
Yeah, well, I
can't sit so crunched up, so I have to sit back.
Yeah, I don't expect you to. I really don't.
I like to say hi.
And I like you to say hi, and I know they like you to say hi. It is important to remember that you did have major surgery, and you are recovering, and you have to keep your expectations in check.
I want to do things.
I know you do. Just, I think this is a good system.
Yeah.
I'll do breakfast stream. You can show up for just a little bit at the end, give a little update, and then if you work up to the point where you can be up here for longer or the whole thing, then that's cool. Otherwise, everyone understands.
Yeah.
Everyone understands. You're fine.
This tea is really drying my mouth out.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
It's not a very hydrating tea.
All right, folks. You have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday. I will be back here on Thursday morning, along with Mal maybe at the end, for another breakfast stream.